All right. Going up. That is sick. Does it make you want to scream America? That's one of them. So answer this for me. Which of these two rifles are safe to handle with your bare hands and go back in your bag? And which one is too hot? What do you do to tell? Seriously, how would you know which one of these was too hot to go back into your bag? And now which one is too hot to safely handle or store? This one? Trick question, they both are, but only this one tells you about it. So what's going on here? Well guys, my name is Mike. Welcome to Caveman, where our mission is to take heat and put it to work. Heat has historically been treated like a wasted byproduct whenever we go shooting, but heat is something that should be harnessed. It can tell you the live status of your shooting experience, and by understanding heat, you can become a better and safer shooter. Now this isn't rocket science or anything. We're not trying to reinvent the wheel. We're not trying to bring out the latest and greatest new platform or new round with crazy ballistics that are changing the game. That's not what we're trying to do. What we're trying to do is help everyone understand that understanding your heat and how that affects you and those around you can just make your experience that much better. And it's a very simple thing to do. The range is controlled chaos. It's something that is under constant supervision, it has to be, and it's up to every individual to pay attention to as many things as possible. But why not take one thing out of that equation, one less thing to worry about, something that you just don't have to constantly process and have at the back of your mind so you can focus on what's more important. And that's where we come in. So as it turns out, guns get hot. Now, duh, I know what you're saying, Mike, obviously they get hot. Every time we pull the trigger, we're creating mini explosions that send lead down range. Duh, I know they get hot. But here's a question for you. When do they get cool? I mean, obviously, yeah, guns are cool, that's great, but when is their temperature cool enough? And specifically cool enough to safely handle, store, shoot precision? I mean, what do? Do you do one of these? Oh yeah, I think I'm ready to put it back in my bag. Or do you just hover your hand? Do you just put it in the shade and wait for 30 minutes and then hope for the best? Whatever you've been doing, it's guesswork. It doesn't matter who you are, it doesn't matter what you've been shooting, if you're a pro, if you're a novice, whatever you've done to figure out if your barrel is ready to handle, ready to store, ready to hand off to somebody else has been guesswork until now. See, we thought there's been a lot of heat protection devices, things to protect you from burning yourself or your bag, or to protect you from being read in the infrared, or whatever the case may be, but no one ever looked at heat detection. And it turns out that heat is data. Data that can be captured, harnessed, and tell you the live status of your firearm and can make you a better and safer shooter. So, if I've done my job right so far, you should be asking yourself, okay, yeah, I can relate to that problem, and what is the solution? And it is very simple. Whoop. Focus, focus, yes. This is the Flare Mini, and this was our debut product to bring the simplest form of our vision of putting heat to work to life. The Flare is our simple toolless application to let you know the precise moment your barrel is safe to handle or store. All you do is stretch it on over your barrel, put it in whatever desired location you want, and you're good to go. The next step is you shoot. And as you can see, the flare starts to change color to indicate that your barrel is no longer safe to handle or store. Now again, duh, right? I just shot, obviously my gun's gonna be hot.
And I know you're not gonna understand this, but that's gonna be hot.
But now I can set this down, throw the safety on, do all that good stuff, and it could be sitting for 20 minutes and still be too hot to safely handle or store. If you have a friend that wants to go shoot your gun, it gives them a simple, vibrant indicator without touching, letting them know, hey, be careful while handling this thing. As you can see up here, we have one of our Spark crush washers. Same exact tech, but built into a crush washer. That way you can have a more covert option at rest and then a very vibrant option while you go shooting. So here's the thing about heat. Whether you are a novice or a pro, it is ever present in the sport of shooting. Now, if you're a pro, by default, you're probably going to be the most experienced person in the group that you're with. They are not keeping track of how you are shooting. Now, obviously they should always handle firearms with care, but everyone has a lapse in judgment and mistakes are made. And so this is just one tool that can be used to make sure those mistakes don't happen. Man, that looks good. Here's something I wanted to try real quick. I'm just gonna back up. I need to take off my microphone. I want to see how far away you can tell that this firearm is unsafe to touch with your, or the barrel rather, is unsafe to touch with your bare hands. So let me unclip this. How's it look? Can you still tell? You probably can't tell, but that's probably the resolution of my camera that's making it too hard. And please, if you're about to make a comment about giving yourself away to the enemy combatant, you don't understand this product. I can't. Guys, I can't. So if you've stuck around for this long, first of all, thank you. This is a brand new type of product that I understand is totally out of left field, and it can kind of be information dense to convey all the messages that we're trying to convey. So thanks for sticking around. And if after viewing all this, you're still thinking, this is not for me, I do not want a colored band on my firearm, that's fine. I totally get it. But I just have a question, or a challenge really for you. Next time you go shooting, pay attention to your routine around your firearm's heat. I think you'll be surprised to find that you already have some sort of subconscious routine built in to make sure that you're avoiding your barrel's heat. And sure, it may have been working for you this whole time, but our job is to just make that even easier, because no matter what you're doing, it's all guesswork, and a visual indicator is better than a feel indicator when it comes to heat 100% of the time. So give that a shot, figure out what it is that you're already doing, and if you think it's worth 10 or 12 bucks to make life just a little bit easier for you and everyone else around you, then give us a shout. You can pick up our products at cavemanllc.net. We are coming out with new stuff all of the time, new colors, new products, as we have 2 granted patents on heat detection in firearms with a 3rd on the way. And so we have a ton of cool ideas. So if you don't see something that you like currently, but you have an idea for a product, then please join our Discord, because we get live feedback from our community. They contribute fantastic ideas that go directly into our products, and that's where we pull our product testers from. So if you ever wanted to provide actual input into the growth of a company, be able to test products for free, then be sure to check out our Discord and join us over there. So that's going to do it for me today, guys. This is Mike with Caveman, reminding you to not let your heat go to waste, put it to work like the caveman of old, and we'll catch you in the next one.